In the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. My Father, holy be your name, your kingdom come, your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen.
Thank you, Jennifer. I would like to invite our beloved principal, Dr. Usha George, to render the inaugural address for the Faculty Development Program.
Very good morning. Good morning. Head of the Department of Electronic Media and St. Thomas College Arts and Science. We're very happy to have you here thus for this inaugural session and the opening program. Topic that has been chosen is exploring landscapes in media knowledge and the widening horizons of media research. Like when we talk about media, traditionally, we had only the responsibility. We had what? Yes, the print and the broadcast, television, radio, and so on. But today, with advancements in technology, it has evolved. Media industry itself is a dynamic, it's a very creative, it's an evolving form, and now we have so many means by which the content can be transferred from the user to the consumer that it has made it something which is a part of our life. Like for instance, you don't have to depend on the time or the place in order to view or to see something which you would like to know about. There is more flexibility, there is more freedom with the proliferation of the digital media, especially the digital media, the social media, and the other emerging media forms. Earlier, you want to watch a movie, you have to go to the theater, you have to wait for the Saturday, Sunday, or for some show at say 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock or something like that over the TV. It is all stipulated. It is fixed. And you watch only that. But today, with the other platform, for instance, the OTT platforms, the Netflix and Amazon, there is so much of content that can be passed on to the consumer that you have the freedom to choose the time and the place and the content which you would like to see. Similarly, you have various other media forms like as all of us are aware of, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, live telecasting of everything, real time, on real time, as and when it is happening, you are able to telecast it. Various forms of social media, we all know how we are making use of the mobile phones. Just like the Facebook, the Twitter, and the YouTube. Similarly, we have the more advanced forms being used like artificial intelligence, virtual reality, augmented reality, for gaming and for other advertisement purpose and for the transfer of communication, or need not necessarily be news or some information can be for entertainment also. So with the growth and with the development of the media form, along with the growth in technology, the advancement in technology, naturally the knowledge that has to be learned by the students and researchers is also evolving and growing. You need to know about the various history of the different media forms, the various theories, how to produce, how to create the content for these various media forms, and so that it will be interesting, informative, and timely to the audience who would like to view it. So there is this knowledge that has to be updated by all researchers, students, and those who are interested in making the content. So that is the purpose of conducting this 5-day faculty development program, and you as students, as researchers, will also learn a lot through this program that is organized by the Department of Media Studies. So in this context, I would like to appreciate and congratulate the Media Studies Department for organizing this 5-day program. Learning experience and to enrich your knowledge on this area. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your inspiring and thought-provoking words. I shall next invite our head of the department, Mr. Habibur Rahman, to welcome the cabinet and introduce our first resource person of the MPP, Dr. Elango, Head, PG Department of Electronic Media, St. Thomas College of Arts and Science, Chennai.
Good morning. Very warm greeting to one and all present here. I am more than grateful to stand here and welcome you all to this 5-day MDP program on exploring landscapes in media education and new horizon in media research, organized by School of Media Studies, Prestigious College of Arts and Sciences. Before we begin, I would like to welcome our respected resource person of the day, Dr. S. Elango, Head, PG Department of Electronic Media, St. Thomas College of Arts and Science. He will be taking us through new age narratives shortly. Next, I would like to welcome our Madam Principal, Dr. Usha George. On this August Day, I take immense pleasure to welcome all the faculty members of Patrician College and other colleges, PG students of various departments who are highly motivated and inspired to attend the 5 days FDP program. Media study does not replace text. It broadens and deepens our understanding of text. It empowers us to be both critical thinkers and creative producers of an increasingly wide range of messages using image, language, and sound. To present on the new age narratives, we have a very special resource person among us, Dr. S. Elango. To introduce about sir, he has served as an academic council member, University of Madras between 2020 to 21. He did his undergraduate degree, BSc Visual Communication Design from Government College of Fine Arts, Chennai. MA Mass Communication and Journalism from Anagappa University, MSc Electronic Media from Bharatiyar University, MPhil in Mass Communication and Journalism from Madurai Kamaraj University, and PhD in Communication from Bharatiyar University. He is specialized in communication research methods, media aesthetics, visual research methods, script writing, and story development. He has published more than 25 papers at the national and international conferences, and he has invited as guest speaker and a panel member in various international conferences. He has also organized various art exhibitions in and around Chennai. He has held various academic positions throughout his career. Sir has also received the Best Teacher Award for the year 2004, 2005, and 2013 and 2014, awarded by St. Thomas College of Arts and Science. And he is the recipient of the Decidial Award from St. Thomas College of Arts and Science for completing 10 successful years of service during the year 2010 to 2011. We are glad to have such an eminent resource person to kickstart the 5 days FDP program. Thank you. Once again, I welcome you all to this program.
Thank you, sir. I would like to now request our Madam Principal, Dr. Usha George, to felicitate the resource person of the day, Dr. Elango, with a small token of love. Thank you, ma'am. We shall now proceed with the session of the day on New Age narratives by Dr. Elango. Over to you, sir.
First take with
My dear students, I welcome you all for this academic session. I thank Patrician College Principal Dr. Usha Jha, School of Media Studies, Patrician College, Electronic Media Head Ahmed Rasool, and SCOM Head Habibur Rahman, and staff members of School of Media Studies for organizing this wonderful faculty development program for 5 days. Thank you. The session I am discussing here is how media, ecology, and technology connected. This is the concept. Media, technology, and ecology is connected. How we see the world in the worldistic perception. We have to see the world as a worldistic perception. That is the main context of this program. We love nature. Our earth is very important. So we have to maintain our earth in a holistic way. So what are the valid points to be considered to make that the holistic point of view? That's what I am going to discuss. I wish to share my thoughts and ideas. And as PG students, you can make this in your research program. You can think about this concept. You can develop this perspective in your presentation in the final semester. That will be helpful to see the earth in holistic perspective. Let's go to that presentation. So my topic here, media and ecology, new age perspectives. So the meaning for new age is nothing but holistic point of view. How we perceive our environment, holistic point of view is new age. The new age narrative means how we perceive the holistic way. Next. So we start with ecology. Ecology is the scientific study of the relationship between living organisms and the physical and biological environments. So we have to go through what are all the components involved with ecology. So I am good. I'm just explaining the inputs regarding ecological perspective. It encompasses the study of the distribution and abundance of living things, the interactions between organisms and the relationships between organisms and the physical and chemical surroundings. Next. The ecological perspective is a way of looking at the world that emphasizes the interconnectedness and interdependence of all living things and their environment. Adopting an ecological perspective in the life can have a number of benefits. So we are seeing here the interconnectedness and interdependence of all living things. What is interconnectedness and interdependence? How how living organisms are interconnected. That is very important. To maintain an ecological, ecological balance. Only if you interconnect and you interdepend with the living organisms, then only you can manage ecological balance. That is very important. That point is that to get a holistic perception, we have to maintain ecological balance. Next. So increase environmental awareness is very important. Point number one, increase environmental awareness is very important. By recognizing our place in the natural world and the impact we have on it, we are more likely to take steps to protect and preserve the environment. So preserving the environment is very, very important. This might include things like reducing our carbon footprints, supporting conservation efforts, or advocating for policies that protect the environment. Next, healthier lifestyles. So health is very important. Interconnectedness on living things, more health and well-being, eating more plant-based foods, getting regular exercise and reducing stress, greater empathy and compassion, sense of empathy and compassion for other living beings, developing a greater appreciation for the beauty and complexity of nature, or taking steps to reduce our impact. So what is empathy here? Giving importance to others. Giving importance to other living organisms. Giving importance to other persons. So that's the value we should have to maintain ecological balance. So, and also we have to give a greater appreciation for the beauty and complexity of nature. We have to maintain, that's why we have to maintain good gardens, botanical gardens, like Silent Valley National Park in Kerala, one experience how we are maintaining the beauty of nature. The Silent Valley National Park is there in Kerala. There is no human intervention. It has is maintained to be maintained in here without any human intervention. That type of environment is very important to maintain ecological balance. That type of park we have to maintain in cities, in other places where we have opportunity to maintain. That is the main, what do you say, growth for the development of ecology. Next, improved problem solving. Taking an ecological perspective can help us see complex issues and challenges from multiple angles. So it leads to a harmonious natural world. Next, there is a significant connectivity between media and ecology, as the media plays a crucial role in shaping public perceptions, attitudes, and behaviors towards the environment. So here I want to how media is connected with ecology. How media is connected with ecology. So environmental education and awareness we create through media. Environmental in colleges also in undergraduate program in second year. All the colleges have undergraduate program in BSc and BA courses. We have a paper called environmental science, environmental studies. That syllabus is adopted only to create awareness in environmental education. So environmental education and awareness, the media can be a powerful tool for educating the public about environmental issues and raising awareness about the impact of human activities on the environment. Television programs, documentaries, news articles, and social media campaigns can all help to inform people about the importance of protecting the environment. We go to the next slide. Environmental reporting is very, very important. Media gives more importance to environmental reporting. In print media and social media, in other television, in all aspects, environmental reporting is one important element to strengthen our ecology. So media also plays an important role in reporting on environmental issues such as climate change, pollution, and habitat destruction. In-depth reporting can help to highlight the severity of these issues and the urgent for action. Media coverage can also put pressure on corporations to adopt more environmentally sustainable practices. By exposing environmentally harmful practices or highlighting sustainable initiatives, the media can help to hold companies accountable and encourage them to adopt more eco-friendly practices. So we need more eco-friendly practices. What is eco-friendly practice? Maintaining our health, eco-friendly practices. Plant trees, watering the plants. These are all eco-friendly practices. Next, environmental activism is a very important concept to maintain this health. Environmental activism is the activity involved to maintain our health. That is what we can say the term environmental activism. So social media platforms and online networks can serve as powerful tools for environmental activism. The media is also an important driver of consumer behavior, including purchasing decisions related to environmentally sustainable products and services. By promoting eco-friendly products and services, the media can help to drive demand and support businesses that prioritize sustainability. So this environmental activism is a major role played in the society. Next slide. These are two sides of the earth. Left side is what we interact, what we intervene. Right side is natural earth. This is what we are doing now. Next. Environmental activism is the bringing together numerous groups of people and organizations to work together in the social and scientific, political, and conservation fields to tackle environmental concerns. These persons and organizations are all members of the green movement, green living, or environmentally sustainability, and they all share a commitment to environmental protection and preservation. Next slide. Environmental activism has been active in India through various environmental movements that have a long history in India, starting with the Chipko movement. So there are more environmental active movements are there in India and around the world. They are working for the growth of the ecological perspective. In dam construction, in factories, nuclear power plants, all these elements are distractions for the environmentally ecological perspective elements. So these active groups are involved to preserve our earth. Next. Environmental activism is a broad term that refers to various forms of activism and advocacy and aimed at promoting and protecting the natural environment. Environmental activists work to raise awareness about the threats to the environment, advocate for policies that protect and preserve the natural world, and take direct action to address environmental issues. So here I want to explain one concept. There is a documentation process in all government organizations, the environment department, specifically the environment department. That is actually the environment impact assessment, EIA, environment impact assessment. This is a report created by the environment department before starting any project. By giving acceptance to the environment impact assessment, then only we can start any industry or any other major project we proceed in the year. This is a valid report that has been followed legally. Next. So this visual shows how we are spoiling our earth. What is the concept behind this? Illegal killing ourselves. Okay, by killing trees, by removing trees. Next. So So activists may want to influence government policies. Activists may also want to conserve natural habitat, such as by volunteering for environmental organizations, participating in ecological restoration projects, or organizing cleanup efforts. So what these are all the activities performed by the environmental activists do. Many environmental activists also engage in education and outreach efforts to raise awareness about environmental issues and promote sustainable practices. This might include organizing public events, creating educational materials, using social media and other platforms to share information and engage with the public. So they connect with public. Environmental activists connect with public to create awareness. Next. Environmental activism is an important force in driving awareness and action on environmental issues. Environmental activism and media are closely intertwined. Now I am connecting media and environmental activism. Media plays a major role. So media plays a critical role in shaping public opinion and influencing policy decisions. And environmental activists have long recognized the power of media in spreading the message and promoting their causes. Say during new project creation or new factories development in the area where the factories are constructed, people they should give opinion. People's opinion is very important. They will conduct meetings to get the opinion from the public whether the project is viable yet, whether it can be constructed or not. So people views should be considered wherever new projects and nuclear power plants are created in the life cycle of human being. The landscape involved should not be damaged. That's why people's opinions are considered. So these people, environmental activists, conduct these programs and get opinions from people and make that place a protective place. See, in Goa also you can see there are more environmental activist groups are there. Still, Goa is preserved from the human intervention. That is one major point I want to highlight. Next. Media coverage of environmental issues can raise public awareness and generate support for environmental causes. Through news articles, documentaries, social media campaigns, and other forms of media, environmental activists can communicate the urgency and importance of environmental issues, highlight the impacts of climate change and environmental degradation, and advocate for policy changes. So these policy changes, issues in the government regarding environmental assessment are followed by the activist groups. Next. Environmental activists can also use media to hold corporations and governments accountable for their environmental practices by publicizing environmental violations and reporting on the negative impacts of business practices on the environment. What is negative impact of business practices? Something should not be done in that case. That is negative practice. Preserve here, something should not be done. So these impacts of business practices on the environment, activists can raise public awareness and put pressure on companies and governments to take action. So I can give a lot of examples. The rules created in Budapest power project, nuclear plant project, and sterilite project. All these are all examples of environmental crises. Next, social media platforms such as Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram have become critical tools for environmental activism. So, media with the environmental activist group, media also gives major support. So, allowing activists to connect with global audience, share information, mobilize supporters, activists also use these platforms to organize protests and other forms of direct action. So, these social media platform a supportive tool for the environmental activists to preserve our earth. So media plays a vital role here. Next, media coverage of environmental issues can also have negative effects such as sensationalizing the issues or spreading misinformation. So one point I am here insisting, some negative information is also shared that should be avoided. It is important for journalists and media outlets to maintain journalistic integrity and accuracy in reporting. What is journalistic integrity and accuracy? Anyone? What is journalistic accuracy and integrity? The information we should give should be correct. There should not be any bias. That is very important. Otherwise, if you spread any misinformation, that will create major confusion in the society. So media will spread the misinformation very fast. Okay, so the reporters and journalists should take more care what they are spreading, what they are reporting. They should take more. They should give clarity, and they should make it focus and give a clear picture. Whenever they report, they should give a clear picture. I will discuss about this in print. There is the role of print media is next area I will cover. So it is important for journalists and media outlets to maintain journalistic integrity and accuracy in reporting on environmental issues and provide balanced and nuanced coverage of complex issues. Next. The relationship between environmental activism and media is complex and multifaceted. Media can be a powerful tool for environmental activists, but it is also important to approach media coverage of environmental issues with a critical eye and to promote responsible and accurate reporting. This is what I told now. Next. This is one magazine, national magazine, published from Delhi. One of the major print media magazine, especially made for environmental issues. Name of the magazine is down here. It is fortnightly. You can have a look whenever you are opportunity in the newspaper. One of the major contribution in India for the environmental development. Next, I want to discuss some valid points about Down Here magazine. Their role played in the society. So Down Here is a product of commitment to make changes in the way to manage our environment, protect health, and secure livelihoods and economic security for all. It believes strongly to do things differently. Its aim is to bring you news, perspectives, and knowledge to prepare you to change the world. The magazine believes information is a powerful driver for the new tomorrow. Next. Next slide. Down Here was started by environmentalists and environmental activist Anil Agarwal in the year 1992 as a print magazine. Anil Agarwal's contribution to environment is very vast. You can see the biography of this Anil Agarwal in Google. In addition to its print publication, Down Here also has an active online presence, including a website and social media accounts, which help to reach a wider audience and promote engagement on environmental issues. The magazine also conducts research, advocacy, and outreach activities related to environmental issues and has been involved in several campaigns and initiatives aimed at promoting sustainable development and environmental conservation. Next slide. Overall, Down Here has played a crucial role in raising awareness about environmental issues in India and promoting sustainable development. The magazine's commitment to research, advocacy, and outreach has helped to influence policies and practices related to environmental management in India, and its engagement with diverse stakeholders has made it an important platform for dialogue and action on environmental issues. Next slide, please. So how digital media is connected with ecology. Now we have seen about role of print media. Now I am to digital media. Regarding print media, there are other magazines also in Tamil Nadu. There is a magazine in Tamil name Who Ulagu, released and published by Who Ulagi Nanbarul. In Tamil Nadu, in Chennai, you can avail this magazine Who Ulagu. It is about environmental activism and growth. So I am switching over to digital media now. So how digital media platforms are involved? People are using social media nowadays to support environmental campaigns and connect people locally and globally on minor to major environmental issues. So what are the factors involved? You will see now. Facebook, QQ, WhatsApp, Qzone, WeChat, LinkedIn, Skype, Google+, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, and ChatGPT. The last one, ChatGPT, was introduced in November. Anybody aware of ChatGPT? Have you practiced it? Have you utilized in your studies? The recent one, only 2-3 months back, it was introduced. Whatever you ask, it will answer. Whatever you ask, it will answer. It will give you a focused answer. Need not search. The correct answer will be given by ChatGPT. Okay, all these names are very much known in present days. These are top rated social media networks that are bonding people globally. Every social networking sites have their own format, own style and attraction and applications. Next slide. Social media has rapidly become an essential marketing and communication tool for government, private, public and non-governmental organizations, institutes and autonomous bodies across the world to promote their organizational vision, action, publications, events and initiatives. Next point is energy consumption. Social media platforms consume a massive amount of energy to power the servers, data centers and other infrastructure. This energy comes from non-renewable sources such as fossil fuels, which contribute to greenhouse gas emissions and climate change. Next slide, please. So we are now going to see what is e-waste. This is one of the ways we are creating through digital platforms. The rapid turnover of new gadgets, smartphones, and computers that are used to access social media has led to a significant increase in electronic waste. These devices often contain hazardous materials and require specialized disposal techniques which are not always followed, resulting in environmental pollution. So e-waste is a major waste. We have to know research how to maintain e-waste. I think you could have unused computers in your house. Okay? What you are doing? You are storing. You know what to do. Because technology has improved and new electronic devices are coming. Smartphone also, you will have recently updates. So old phones will become e-waste. Digitalization of media, the shift from traditional print media to digital media has led to a significant increase in energy consumption and waste. As users consume more content through online platforms, leading to increased carbon footprint. Next slide, please. Another point I am going to discuss is virtual water. Any idea about virtual water? What is virtual water? Students can know this chapter. Virtual water. Any idea? What is the difference between water and virtual water? Water, what we use physically, in daily use is water. What is virtual water? Anyone can interact. Water used behind the sea is virtual water. What is behind the sea? Something is not visible to your eye. Something in underground. That is virtual water. See, for example, how much water you are using to make a cup of tea? A cup of tea, how much water you are using? 1 cup. That is the physical presence of water. Direct utilization of water. That is water. But what is virtual water? Is water required required to make the production process. So how tea is made? Any idea? How tea does come to your place? You have to go to the tea plantation. First of all, you have to go to tea plantation. How much water is used in tea plantation to plant the tea? So that is one part. Then after tea plantation, it is coming to the tea making tea factory. Okay, tea estate. There you have to process. There you require water. Then it is coming to your house in packets. So what are the process involved? The water involved in the production process is visual water. That is huge amount of water you are using as visually. So for example, next I am giving another example. There are a lot of car factories in Chennai. Okay? You know how much water involved to produce a car? What is the production process of making a car? Can you just imagine? You cannot imagine. Tons and tons of water you have to use. You understand? So virtual water is the water involved in the production from the beginning to the end. Okay? So virtual water consumption, social media platforms rely on data centers and servers that require large amounts of water to keep them cool. And as such, social media contributes to virtual water consumption. This can lead to issues with water scarcity, especially in areas where water is already in short supply. So due to social media usage, we need more water. Maintain a lot of accessories and gadgets, the making of accessories and gadgets. Lot of this can lead to issues with water scarcity, especially in areas where water is already in short supply. So, next point I am going to discuss is online shopping. Social media has contributed to the growth of online shopping, which can result in significant packaging waste and transportation emissions. Additionally, the increased consumption of foods can lead to increased resource extraction and production, which can have a negative impact on the environment. So, in shopping, in packaging, all these areas, we have a lot of wastages we are creating. You understand? See, for a single meal, how much packaging you are using for a single meal? There is packet for food, for the rice. There is a packet you are making a plastic cup for some sambar, more, porridge, etc. etc. You are using so many packets. Do you need all these packets? How about taking a good meal in a planted leaf? That is the best practice. Planted leaf usage is the best practice. Okay. Next. So disinformation. Social media can be a platform for spreading disinformation. Very important. We are sharing disinformation through social media. So disinformation and disinformation on environmental issues. This can make it difficult for individuals and policy makers to make informed decisions that are beneficial for the environment, ultimately leading to more damage to the natural world. So next important point I am going to discuss is digital divide. What is digital divide you are going to see? Digital divide, social media can also widen the digital divide, which is the gap between previous slide please. Previous slide. Social media can also widen the digital divide, which is the gap between those who have access to technology and those who do not. This can create environmental issues in terms of access to information on environmental sustainability. Next slide. So digital divide is, and I also visual also regarding digital divide. It is the gap between internet users and non-internet users. It is the gap between technology utilization and non-technology utilization. You understand? What is this right? See, during pandemic, we have online classes with smartphones and laptops. But even that period also, do you find full strength of the class in Corona period? Do you find full strength? No. Because there are people who don't have access to technology. There are non-technology people still surviving the gap. So this is what I am stating here. Gap between technology utilization and non-technology utilization. So in terms of the environment, digital divide can impact people's ability to access information about environmental sustainability and participate in environmental activism. For example, those who lack access to technology may not be able to access online resources related to environmental issues. That's very important. Including news, reports, and educational materials. They may also miss out on opportunities to participate in online campaigns and organize events related to environmental sustainability. Point number 2. Then this can limit their ability to contribute to environmental efforts and shape the future of sustainability. Next point, next slide. See, this is visual. This is a wide gap. What is the gap? There is a very big gap. Still there is a very big gap. How to solve this gap? How to solve this gap? That's the question. Let's see your research. Take this point as research. Okay? I think I request you students to make a research perspective to solve digital divide. How to solve digital divide? You can make presentations in what is your final year presentation project. Will be definitely useful. Next slide. Another visual showing digital divide. Okay. Next slide. The digital divide was exposed during the pandemic with 60% of adults lacking the digital skills required to work, learn, and access critical services online. Next slide. Different children whose parents are too poor to afford laptops, tablets, or an optimum internet package at home for online classes during the pandemic have dropped out of school and even run the danger of being drawn into child labor or worse, child trafficking. This is practical now. Even there are a lot of street children here in Chennai. The street children are a major setback for occupying child labor. Next slide. At the outset of the COVID-19 pandemic, governments worldwide issued stay-at-home orders that established lockdowns, quarantines, restrictions, and closures. The resulting interruptions in schooling, public services, and business operations drove nearly half the world's population into seeking alternative methods to conduct their lives in isolation. Next slide. The digital divide refers to the disparity between those who have access to digital technology and those who do not. It is a significant issue that affects many aspects of human life. It affects many aspects of human life. And we are suffering with this context, including education. There is a disturbance in education. There is a disturbance in employment, even in healthcare, and also in social participation. It is a major impact social participation. Social media participation is very important. Social media supports social participation. So if there is technology not involved properly, we will have a major setback in social participation. Next slide. Employment. So what is it? Employment. The digital divide can also impact employment opportunities. Jobs that require digital skills such as programming or data analysis may be inaccessible to those who do not have access to digital technology. So I want to tell one more aspect here. Now there is a latest course, data science. Do you know data science? What is data science? The graduation course is there in Madras University. Recently created data science. These courses are major using digital skills. So this can limit job opportunities for people who live in areas with poor digital infrastructure, leading to economic disadvantage. Next slide, please. Social participation. The digital divide can also affect social participation with more social interactions moving online. Those who do not have access to digital technology may be excluded from social events and activities. So this can lead to feelings of isolation and disconnection from society. You understand what is the last point? Feelings of isolation and disconnection. You are not involved. You are not connected with society. Then you will become isolated. Okay? Next slide, please. In the 1950s, now I am going to explain media ecology and the future of ecosystemic society. What is ecosystemic society? In the 1950s and 1960s, the medium as environment metaphor developed as a distinct research agenda. Media research was approached through the concept of media ecology, particularly due to the influence of media theorists Harold Innis, Marshall McLuhan, and Neil Postman. As the name implies, media ecology broadens the definition of media from a means of communication to encompass an entire living environment. Innis, McLuhan, and Postman and other media ecologists were interested in how different media technologies offer a social environment for society and the whole human existence, and not so much in the content or messages these media deliver. Next slide. Here I am going to discuss three very points. Listen carefully. Firstly, the internet brings together all previous media, speech, written and printed text, and electronic audiovisual media. The internet is thus richer and more versatile as an environment compared to previous media. The internet enables more versatile technology-mediated communication and is able to encompass a larger proportion of human experience. You understand what is this? So this is very important. Internet plays a major role. Next slide. Secondly, the internet is fundamentally interactive medium where the sender and the recipient are not clearly distinguishable. Because of this interactivity, people can act in a very similar manner on the internet to the way they would in physical reality. Thirdly, due to its associative hypertext-like structure, the internet resembles human thought processes and the original medium speaks and is thereby almost intuitively incorporated into all human actions. I think it is very clear. Next slide. Media, ecosystemic society and hyperreality. Media, ecosystemic society and hyperreality are interrelated concepts that describe the relationship between technology, communication and the modern world. So I will explain what is hyperreality. Media refers to the various means of communication that transmit information, including television, radio, newspapers, and the internet. These technologies have transformed the way we communicate and interact with each other and have given rise to new forms of media such as social media. Next slide. Ecosystemic society refers to the way in which human society interacts with and impacts the natural environment. In an ecosystemic society, the health of the environment is seen as crucial to the well-being of society as a whole. So coming to hyperreality, hyperreality is a term used to describe the way in which media creates a world that is more real than reality itself. So here we have to see what is real and unreal. What is real and unreal? Anyone? What is real and unreal? Your physical presence and standing in front of you is real. And some of the audience are in Google Meet. That is unreal. Understand? Understand? Okay. So this is hyperreality is actually it is created by the technology to make a concept more real. make more real. It is more realistic than real, but it is unreal. You understand? It is not real, but it is more than real. See, for example, one aspect I am telling you. Take a human face. Real, what is the proportion of a human face? Our human body size is 5 feet, 5.5 feet, no human proportion. And in that your finger is the exact size of the human face. Okay? What I am telling is right. Your finger is the exact size of the human face. Okay? If 5 feet human body, your finger is the exact size. Place your finger, that is the size of the face. Real. If you make a very big face, a huge face, as it is realistic elements, then it looks very big, but creates more impact. That's the point I am telling here. That is called hyperreal. Okay, something you see, right? There is a statue in Gujarat. What is the statue? Gujarat statue. Huge statue is built. It's a hyperreal statue. And there is one statue in Kanyakumari. Shore. Rural statue. Huge statue. These are all hyperreal structures. Okay, now next slide. So together these concepts describe the complex relationship between technology, communication, and society in the modern world. The media has transformed the way we communicate and interact with each other and has given rise to new forms of hyperreality that can sometimes blur the line between reality and fiction. As a result, our relationship with the natural environment has also changed as we become more aware of the impact of our actions in the planet. Next slide. I can give you a lot of examples for hyperreal. Best example is Walt Disney. Walt Disney in US, the Disneyland is the best example for hyperreal environment. There are a lot of hyperreal components in Chennai also. In major exhibitions and in theme parks, you can see hyperreal structures. In shopping malls also, you can see hyperreal elements. Wherever you see, maybe sometimes digital and also sometimes with other physical elements also, you can say. It is not only with the digital component. Hyperreal is a feeling we get, something which is created with all materials. See, a wax model is also an hyperreal. See, if you place the full figure body of yours next to a wax model, can you find the difference between the two? If your wax model is placed behind you, can you find the difference between yourself and wax model? Very difficult. The wax model is exactly real and more real. That's the point I am insisting on. That is what we can say hyperreal. So next slide. Next slide. For more than 2 lakh years, we humans only had access to the physical world, full of objects we could touch, taste, hear, smell, and see. In the 1980s, the internet gave birth to cyberspace, a virtual computer world designed to facilitate online communication. Then in 1991, the web became publicly available, a new technology that would fundamentally change human behavior. Next slide. For kids growing up today, it's hard to imagine a time without computers, smartphones, Google, Netflix, or Instagram. A time came where we needed to memorize phone numbers and ask complete strangers for directions. Today, the ubiquitous use of social media and digital devices has made the web look and feel like the real world. The division between reality and imagery has collapsed. Next slide, please. is what I want to show as a visual element for hyperreality. Okay, this is the connectivity between digital and real. Connectivity between digital and real. So this hyperreality, one way supports us to our ecological balance. One way supports to develop our ecological perspective, to enjoy our nature. Hyperreality create awareness. And through hyperreality can create awareness. That's what I am telling about technology, media, and ecology connected. This is my lecture today. How technology, media, and ecology connected. So in this aspect, hyperreality is one of the technological development which helps to understand our ecology and to maintain ecological balance. Next slide. So we now live in hyper-reality, a world where simulations of reality seem more real than reality. So we are living in a hyper-reality world. We are living with more unreal events, but it is more real. That's the point I am discussing. More real. So now in the modern world, we live with in the place where real and unreal blend together. This is what we call it as hyperreal world. So hyperreal world exists everywhere now. Okay? In India and around the world. Next. Most of our time online is spent on devices while remaining in the physical world. Next level is the virtual world, a fully immersive computer simulated environment where people are represented by digital avatars. Currently, the virtual world is most visible in the gaming industry. That's also I think game developers and game players are there. Already games like Fortnite, Minecraft, Roblox have built complex worlds where people can create new identities, explore new possibilities, and spend time with friends. The explosive growth of gaming is powering major developments in the virtual world. Next slide. In this hyper-real environment, we live with nature in the context of hyper-real environment. This hyper-real environment creates excellent awareness to the people on environment with the application of internet technology. So this hyper-real situation creates excellent feel to the public to understand nature and its ecological perspective. Hyper-reality strengthens ecological views needed to the social concern. So this current technological development is a massive support to understand nature and its beauty. So from this point of view, I will conclude my session that how technology, especially hyper-reality, connects people and the earth. Okay? So we are enjoying and we live in the virtual world. These online and social media platforms are very much required to maintain our earth in the old sea perspective. That's why I am telling what is new age narrative. The lecture given here is how holistically we have to maintain the earth using media, technology, and ecological point of view. Next slide. So with this I conclude my session. Thank you for the opportunity given. And you can interact with me. If you have any doubts in my terms used here, some technical words might be used. You can clarify your doubts. I am here to share your questions. Answer your questions.
Good afternoon. If you have any questions, kindly drop it in chat.
You can take some research concepts based on this lecture that can be utilized for your investigations and research study in future. To preserve our earth, This perspective is very important. So try to develop. Anything you can interact, any terms which is not clear, or you have any doubt, share with me.
Hi all, if you have any questions, kindly ask.
Please,
Put in
you
the
can
chat.
share. No hesitation. It's an open forum to discuss. So connect media, ecology, and technology. That is my context of this session. How to connect media, ecology, and technology. Visit Silent Valley National Park if you have opportunity to visit. One of the ecologically maintained place nowhere in the world. Anything you want to share with me? I want to know which are all the departments involved here. Please introduce the departments. Done. Very good. Next. English. English. Next. Electronic. Media. Okay. All technology involved. All technology involved departments. I think you understood my concept. If you give feedback, then I will be happy. Give me some feedback or give me feedback about the session. You are welcome to give feedback. Anyone can speak from your side about the session? Please feel free to talk. Will you maintain your act? Will you maintain ecological balance by utilizing technology? So digitize. So learn more, update technology. Technology is required, but it should be used in the right sense. It should be used in the right sense, in holistic point. That's what I am telling here. New age is a term coined which explains holistic perception of the society. Okay? Thank you for giving the opportunity once again.
Thank you, sir. Your thoughts on New Age narratives did kindle our enthusiasm to widen our knowledge and understanding. We have now come to the end of the day one of the faculty development program. We shall formally end the session with the proposal of the vote of thanks. I now invite Mr. Paulson, Assistant Professor, Department of Electronic Media, to deliver the discussion.
So it's my privilege for me to propose the vote of thanks for today on this special occasion. First of all, thanks to the Almighty God for making this event a resounding success. I, on behalf of the organizing committee, I convey my deep regards and hearty thanks to our Director and Secretary, Brother Dr. Stanislaus, and to our Academic Director, Dr. Fatima Vasan, for providing support and guidance which made the program a success. I would like to thank our principal, Dr. Usha George, for her motivation, our vice principals, Dr. Geeta Rufus and Dr. Meena, for their presence. My sincere thanks to Dr. S. Elango, Head PG Department of Electronic Media in Thomas College of Arts and Science, for gracing the occasion in spite of his busy schedule and sharing his expertise on the topic New Age Narratives. It was a pleasure, sir, by listening to you, and I hope the participants, both online and offline, are enriched by it. An event of this magnitude cannot happen overnight. Special thanks to our HODs, Mr. Habibur Rahman and Mr. Ahmad Rasool for their support throughout. And I would also like to thank my co-convener, Dr. Mahalakshmi, for her contribution and support. I would like to thank the people behind the technical team, Mr. John Martin and Mr. Jay Seelan, for their efforts in making this a trouble-free event. Last but not the least, you, my respected participants, without your cooperation and participation in FDP, this would not have been possible. Thank you.
Participants, please wait to fill the feedback form. Refreshments will be served, so please help yourselves. Thank you. Have a good day.